How does it feel the night before, potential big moment in your life?
Yeah. Right now it's just, I'm just trying to be calm. I'm trying to soak everything in. I'm not trying to think about it too much. I know it's really gonna hit me when we getting our suits on and we're getting ready. But right now, I'm just trying to enjoy the moment. Hanging out with Coop and with Marcus get here, try to, hang out with him a little bit and just enjoy New York.
Was there some point during the season when you realized this might be a possibility, maybe like the Rutgers game or even after that?
I mean, honestly, I never knew because, things can change so fast. You can have one bad game and, you're out the race. 2 bad games, you're out the race. So you never knew because you never knew, how your game would turn out. So when it got close to the end, and I think we actually finished the regular season, I think I kind of had an idea that I would be selected. But throughout the season, man, regardless of the big games, I was still didn't know.
Melvin, you came back for this year. So now that you're here, why was it special to you to be in the Heisman conversation?
It's every kid's dream. Every player's dream is, everyone wants to be, every player, they work hard to be considered one of the best players in the nation. And that's obviously what that award stands for, and obviously teamwork and everything else that goes into it. But, everyone just wants to be considered as the best, and, that's just a great way of showing that.
Have you waited on just that this award, a lot of times goes to quarterbacks. So to be a running back and to be in the discussion, what does that say about your performance this year?
Yeah, it was a special year. It was a special year. I think I played pretty well as a running back this year. I think I put up some good stats, and I'm glad that I was fortunate enough to be one of the guys they chose to be here for these couple of days in New York.
Melvin, what are your impressions? You mentioned other guys in the race. Have you spent time with them around the award ceremony? What are your impressions of them off the field?
Mariota. The media just love him, so we don't. No one really gets a chance to talk to him. I spoke with him probably once or twice, and he seems like a real cool dude. Don't seem like he say much, but that's the same way with Coop. Coop's chill. He just like to laugh, and he's really chill. Meeting all these guys, it's been fun. It's been fun. Different personalities. Coop personality don't match to me his play on the field. Like, he's just so quiet and just to himself. And then when he's out there, you would think he's like a trash talker or something like that, the way he balls. But it's the complete opposite.
What do you like about the way Marcus and Coop play on the field? What is it about their play that you like to watch?
Yeah, I just like I like playmakers. That's just been my thing. I like guys who try to master their game and just try to be the best at what they do. And obviously both of those guys has been working to master their craft and been working to master their craft. And they're special. They're special, and their teams rely on them to make plays. And you gotta love playmakers as a football player.
Melvin, are you surprised that Jameis isn't here among the finalists this year after winning last year? And what do you think that says about his issues off the field since then?
He's probably not here because the off the field issues. But honestly, I think he's a great player. I'm a fan, to be honest. And I think at the next level, he's gonna be a great quarterback. When he gets hot and he gets rolling, he's almost unstoppable. So I hope to meet him one day. I'm sure I will. Get to chatting with him a little bit. Cause I think he's a special player. He got some off the field issues, like I said, but he get that correct and he do what he need to do. But on the field, I think he's a phenomenal football player.
What kind of message does that send that he's not high in the voting despite being undefeated this year?
I don't know, man. I just I leave all that stuff to the people that select us and the people that choose us. I'm just a football player, so that's what I look at when I see him.
Melvin, how would you describe this last week around Wisconsin once Gary announced that he was leaving?
It's been crazy, with the game, and then with him leaving. It's been tough. It's been a crazy couple of days. But it's just adversity, man. We just got to get over it like we always do.
Can you imagine what it'd be like to take a handoff from Mariota to run the read option with him?
Yeah. It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. You know, I feel like I'm a playmaker and he's a playmaker as well. And you know, you'd love to have those guys on the field. So me and him on the same field. I mean, in the same backfield. That'd be crazy. That'd be special. So maybe it'll happen. Maybe not. You never know.
Do you think your numbers would be higher if you were Marcus?
I don't know. You never can really say. You don't know how teams are going to play you. You don't know how they're going to do things. So it'd be hard to say, honestly.
Melvin, when did you make the decision to declare?
A couple of days ago.
Well, that's when you announced. Is that when you made it? Did you make it sooner? Did you know?
That I was leaving? Or?
Yeah, you were.
You know, they kind of just got it out of me. But I mean, everyone knew. I mean, you know, let's be honest. I think everyone knew that I was gonna leave. They were just waiting on me to say it.
How are you better this year, more ready for the NFL this year than you were a year ago?
Yeah, I think I'm just more confident in you know what I could do without the ball in my hands. You know, I just want to come back and prove not only to you know the scouts and you know the critics. I want to prove to myself that I could become a better and more complete football player. You know, I know I can run the ball. I know I'm special with the ball in my hands. But you know, I've always been told, you know, it's what you do without the ball in your hand that makes a difference. And I just wanted to show that I can catch the ball and I can pass well.
You spoke about hanging out with Cooper. They put up 55 points on Auburn. You got any tips?
Oh man, do he have any tips for me?
Yeah, does he have any tips for you on how to score on them?
He just said play ball, man. Play ball. You know, he really didn't give me tips. He just said they have an explosive offense, and that they do.
Melvin, in evaluating the draft, you know, running backs don't go as high as they used to, despite your stats. But in this city, there's a team that's going to have a top 5 pick, the Jets. I mean, do you think that you could get into that vicinity of the draft?
You know, like I said, the draft is crazy. You never really know what's going to happen. I mean, so much going to change and how they look and view players from now to the draft. It'll be nice if they did. They devalue us a lot, especially with running backs. So honestly, every running back I feel, you know, from here on out, coming into the draft, they don't know where they're gonna go. You know, it's kind of just a shocker to us. You know, so we just gonna be sitting there waiting until our names get called.
What makes you better suited to play in the NFL this time around as opposed to at the end of last year?
Yeah, like I said, I just feel like I'm just more of a complete player. It's all about confidence. This game is all about confidence, and the more you have, the better you'll play. And I just didn't feel like I was ready. I didn't feel like I was ready at all. So I feel more confident. I feel more ready now.
What will be your evaluation of the Ohio State defense and the chance they have against Alabama with a third-string quarterback?
You know, I think it'll be a good matchup. You got playmakers like Coop, and they got other playmakers. You got Yeldon. You can't just focus on one guy like they did, you know, with us. You know, they try to just focus on, you know, on Coop. Yeldon's gonna have a big game. You try to focus too much on Yeldon, Coop's gonna have a big game, and they have other playmakers as well. So they're gonna really have to go to the drawing board and figure out what they need to do. But they got athletes too. Ohio State got just as many athletes as Alabama. So if I could be able to watch that game, I want to watch it. 'Cause I think it's gonna be good.
What do you think? I mean, have you had a chance to talk much to Coach Alvarez, and how much is going to change between your schemes in terms of what you're doing?
Yeah, I haven't been able to talk to Coach Alvy yet, and you know, we're really a traditional school, so I'm assuming that we're gonna do what we do. That's how the school was built. But I mean, that's just me going off what I think. I haven't been able to talk to Coach yet. I think he's been busy with the media, this and that, trying to get things ready for the bowl, trying to meet up with the coaches. So I haven't been able to talk to him at all.
Was it a surprise? Was it a surprise when Coach Anderson stepped down?
Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't see it coming at all. I kind of feel like he didn't even see it coming, to be honest. I don't know. It's shocking, but it's a business at the end of the day, and everyone knows that. Everyone understands it. Things like that, it's gonna happen.
Melvin, I know. What was he like?
I only met him like probably once or twice. He's a cool guy. I think he's just real shy. You know, I don't think he likes the cameras or anything like that. He kind of likes to be laid back. After the media, I think he likes to just go to his room and just chill. He seemed like a real cool person.
Hey Melvin, is there Wisconsin sort of got a fraternity of successful backs now? Ron Dane or Monty Ball, are those guys you may have been in contact with or will be in contact with as you kind of transition to the next level?
Oh yeah, I'll be in contact with with Monty and James too. You know, he's underrated and most people don't give him respect, but I think he's a great back too at UW. But I talk to those boys all the time. They like my best friends, my brothers. Honestly, I hung out with them boys every day until they left. So they had to go. And I always ask them, you know, how is it, you know, in the NFL? And, you know, they give me advice. But I know, you know, when I get to that next level and I need some advice for them, you know, they'll be able to help me. But, you know, regardless what team I go to, we'll have leaders on the team that'll be able to give me advice. So I'll be good regardless.
Monty was a finalist when he was at Wisconsin. What's it mean to be in the company of guys like that and being a finalist for the Heisman?
It's good, especially when you come in as a freshman and you watch Monty your first year. I mean, do the great things he did and come to New York and be a Heisman finalist. And, you know, I kind of just sat there throughout the year and I was just wishing, you know, I wish I was in his shoes and, you know, one day I hope to be there. And you know, now I'm in his shoes and, you know, I'm here with my opportunity. It's just surreal, man. It's just real special.